Hey folks, and welcome back to this channel. My hair is getting a little bit funkadelic. Yeah. So how's everyone been? Today I've got a rather different project for you. One that you haven't seen for one that you haven't seen for a while. Well, from me anyway. Check this out. So, now, many of you may have seen that I made a table a little while ago using fabric, and they were bandanas basically. So this is another piece of fabric. I mean, look how cool that is, huh? Let's zoom you out a bit. Look at that! That is just wicked. Wicked, wicked. I just love the way that looks. So what I thought we would try and do is we would take some of the good bits out of this material and we would try to input it into this to make the funkiest, craziest pen you've ever seen. So I'm going to be using the same sort of technique with this. So bits of this material inside a resin blank. So we need to make the blank first. You can buy blanks, pen blanks, but I'd rather make my own. So this is what we're going to do today. So I think this is going to be quite cool. I reckon it's going to turn out really nice. So stick around for this one because I reckon it's going to get pretty funky. Right folks, so now we've cut up all the material into little pieces. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? That does look quite smart. So what we're going to do now is knock up some Entropy resins, and I'm going to use the fast because it's only a tiny little mold. We're going to squeeze all of this in here and get this in the pressure tank. Okay, here we go. So let's get all this mixed up in this blank. So there it is folks, all compact, all that material compact inside this little baby blank. Got my Entropy in there, so I'm just going to put this in the pressure pot now and then yeah, see what it looks like when it comes out. Right, that's going to look pretty neat.
2 days later.
Right, there it is folks, it is dry. And it leaked. What? What's going on with my pen blank mold? Everything leaks for me. Why? Right, let's crack this sucker out. Let's see what it looks like. Dear, what kind of things are they? How am I going to get this out? Talk about make life difficult. I improvised. Ho ho ho! This is gonna look sexy. Right, now there is our material blank. That's so cool. I mean, when this shines up, I reckon this is gonna look absolutely insane. Now, I do hope that you're enjoying this video so far, folks, because I've had a lot of requests for this one, and if anything, it's kind of a little introduction into wood turning. If you want to get into wood turning, this is actually quite a good start. Turning or making your own pen. Now, you don't have to go crazy like me with material and stuff. You can just get a normal wood blank. But when you're in my workshop, you're going to end up with something a little bit strange. I mean, come on. So now what we need is a pen blank kit. Now, I've got loads of these hanging around the workshop, but none of which that I actually kind of like. So I bought myself a new one. Now look, this little pen kit comes in a beautiful pen box already. They don't normally come as fancy as this, but let's check this one out. Ooh. So I kind of chose this one because it was kind of simple. I mean, you can get some sort of complex, not complex, but I mean, you know, lots of pieces, parts and stuff. And this one, you know, kind of suits us down to the ground really, because we've got this end of the pen and that fits in there just nice. And then we've got this one here as well, and that basically gives us an indication of where we're gonna chop or where we're gonna cut our pen blanks. I went for the stainless steel because I kind of thought that was a little bit more hip and a bit more kind of in these days. Sort of gold, it's not really, it's a bit old hat. Chrome, also probably a little bit old hat. Stainless steel, however, a little bit jubbly bubbly, I reckon. So I reckon that's going to look quite nice. Now I picked this up from my friends at Taylor's Murfield, Katie Armstrong. She's also a wood turner. Why don't you check her out at KT Turnings. Now to perform this, you need some bushings, which also were sent down to me by Taylor's Murfield. Thanks, Katie and team. So we need these, and I'll show you where these will go later. Okay, we've just scuffed up our barrels and we've inserted them into our blanks. It's kind of a bit that I don't really like doing because I always get glue on me, and super glue on your fingers just is not nice. But if you're pretty professional and know what you're doing, you'll be able to get these barrels in there without getting any super glue on your fingers. You've got to put them in pretty quick, because if you faff around, you'll get half a barrel stuck in your blank, and then that's it. You'll need to make another blank. So there we go, folks. So we are almost ready to get these onto the lathe. So I just set up the mandrel. Hey. And it will be what it will be. Now, folks, today's sponsor is an important one. NordPass. Now, do you ever use your Facebook account to log into various different websites? I know I used to. Applications or e-shops, because it's faster and easier, right? But have you ever wondered what would happen if your Facebook account gets hacked? Well, let me tell you, hackers would get free access to all your accounts that are linked to Facebook. We are not even talking about leaking your personal information here, folks. Credit card details, delivery addresses, the lot. There's even more serious crimes that could happen if this happens to you, such as identity theft, which unfortunately is what happened to me. I got hacked. Next thing I know, they applied for a driving license in my name. They could even take out loans in your name, credit in your name, buy stuff in your name. So this is where NordPass comes in. They're essentially a cyber security tool. These guys are an extremely trusted security company that have more than 14 million users worldwide. They can basically store all your passwords in one place. No need to memorize them all. They have an autofill feature so you can log in faster. No typing needed. They can generate secure passwords for you and securely store your credit card and personal details in NordPass. You can use the same account on up to 6 devices. Basically, NordPass just syncs your credentials across your devices, so you don't have to type them in every time you get yourself a new gadget. They've got a data breach scanner, find out if your online account or credit card information has been leaked, identifies where and when that leak happened, and tells you what type of data has been compromised. Password health. You can use password health to check if your passwords are weak or older than 90 days. It's always good to change your password every now and again. NordPass is a zero knowledge password manager, which means that no one else but you see what's in your encrypted vault. Not even the NordPass team. Now, the great news here, folks, is that the team at NordPass have given me an exclusive offer to give to you, plus 1 month absolutely free. All you gotta do is click my link in the description or head on over to nordpass.com/Nick Zammeti and use my promo code Nick Zammeti. It really is worth looking into. Remember, nordpass.com/Nick Zammeti. So folks, here we are. So as you can see, just sort of rounding this off into, you know, some form of a pen shape. Now it kind of really is up to you, kind of where you go with this, whether or not you, you know, make it a thick pen or whether you make it a thin pen. It's basically entirely up to you. So, oh, a bit out of focus. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe a medium pen. What I have got here is a little bit of a shame. Got a bit of material missing from in the inside, and you can see the pen blank, the barrel, sorry, inside, which is not brilliant, really. Not your ideal scenario where you'd want to be. So we're going to see the pen blank. Oh, we're going to see the barrel through there, which is brass. So that's not brilliant. Ideally, you want to try and make sure, or I should have made sure, that the entire blank was filled completely. But we'll see how it turns out. I reckon it could look pretty cool. So folks, this is where we have got to. So I've shaped this up kind of the best of what I wanted it to look like. Yes, this is a little bit annoying where there's no material in there, but there's nothing I can do about that now. But hopefully you can get an idea of how this is going to look. It should still look pretty cool. Maybe we can hide that actually. Actually, I got a plan for that. We might be able to hide it. So I've just sanded this down from 150 to 800 grit. And now what we're going to do is we're going to apply some CA glue onto this. And that will really give us a chance to buff this up. And it will look beautiful, trust me. So let's get a glue in. Right, the CA glue is on there. Put 3 coats of CA glue, super glue as we know it here in the UK. And then I've just sanded that, started it with 320. You don't want to go any coarser than that. 320, and just lightly go over it. 400, 600, 800. And then what I'll do now is we'll use some micro mesh. Just check this out, folks. So that is with using the micro mesh. I'm not sure if my phone is focusing this this evening. I really don't think it looks like it's focusing very well. I might have to get a new phone. But anyway, there we go. So I've used all the grits. Now I used all these micro meshes and I wiped down the slur, as they call it, after every one. And that is important. You must wipe it down. Cover your lathe up, make sure you don't get any water on your lathe. Now if you're wondering as well which sequence to put these on, you get one of these little cards with every pack. Now what I will add in as a final touch is my scratch remover. So this will just polish out any little scratches that might be in there. Probably a bit too much, but. And then give it a nice little final buff. I mean, look at this shine up. Folks, this is going to look beautiful. If we can get rid of that bit anyway that shows the barrel, it will look quite nice. But I do have a little idea on that. So this is just one part of the pen. We've got the other part to do yet, but don't worry, we will push that through pretty quick. Look at that, stunning. Just look at the shavings coming off this fabric pen. I mean, that is pretty neat, right? That's so cool, look at it. I mean, let's grab some more. Now that is definitely worth saving. Know what I'm saying? Now that is one chunky ass pen. But some people don't mind a bit of chunk. Know what I'm saying? Yes, I know it is a little project, but I've done a load of big projects recently, and I thought I would take this opportunity, to do a nickel one. Now, it's not as kind of bright and vibrant as I kind of thought or hoped it would be. Not like the fabric table that came out with colours all over the place. I'm not too sure why. As you've seen from the end result pictures, it kind of, you know, looks fairly dark really. Although when you look close up, it is pretty cool. There are a few imperfections in there that I just couldn't buff out. A couple of little holes in there, which is a little bit of a pain. You can't really see it. But overall, I actually really enjoyed doing this because I haven't done a pen for absolutely ages. I think I've done a couple when I first started wood turning. But as I said earlier, if you're getting into wood turning or would like to get into wood turning, this is a really good start. Start trying to turn a couple of pens. You don't need resin for this or anything like that. Just get a couple of standard wood pen blanks and you're away. And a little pen kit. And as you know, I picked this one up from Taylor's Murfield. Check them out, especially Katie. She's doing some really great things. I'll leave a link below and she would love it if you went over there and give her a little subscribe. Happy days. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this one, folks. Sorry for those of you that are expecting something huge. I've got a couple of big projects in the pipeline, but they're taking ages. I've got an absolutely weird, crazy one coming for you next week or the week after. I'm not sure when I'll get it finished, but it is a bit weird, it's a bit strange, so I'm just warning you now. But you asked for it. Come on. So the fabric pen, please, if you could share this video, that would be great. And if you could give me a comment below on what you'd like to see next, that would really help. And not forgetting, a cheeky thumbs up. Please don't forget to check me out on the new Maker Central app. We are still in the mixes of making some really cool changes on there. So stick with it, lots to come from that app. And I think you're gonna really, really love it. Link below. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks to all my members for this channel and Patreons. Your support is absolutely amazing and it really does help. I will be doing a live stream. I know I was supposed to do one last month. I will be doing a live stream really soon. I'm really sorry. I got myself wrapped up in all sorts of stuff going on at the moment. Maker Central, holidays, gardening, and loads of other stuff. If you want to know what I'm up to on a daily basis, check me out on my personal Instagram. Just Zammeti. I'd also love to see if any of you out there are tempted to make yourself your own pen. If you are or have done, stick the picture up on the new Maker Central app and tag me. And I'll share it on my Instagram and Maker Central's Instagram. And tag you as well. But you've got to put it on the Maker Central app first by using the snap feature, which is just like an Instagram post, to be fair. I look forward to seeing them, folks. Take care, have a fab weekend, and I'll see you for the next one. Ciao.